Welcome back to the show. Now, Matt, we did a little bit of Antos versus Wanger in the last segment. Let's reverse roles a little bit here. We've seen Kyle get into some defensive tackles. He's made some nice kick-out blocks. He's gotten to the second level as well. How do you get off a Kyle Antos block and make a tackle?
You just don't let him get a hold of you, and that's, it's a big lineman like him. If they get a hold of you, you're in some trouble. So the best thing you can do is try to avoid them. But Kyle's pretty quick, though, so it hasn't worked for a lot of guys in our league. He gets a hold of those linebackers pretty easily.
And Matt, you've had a darn good career here, it's safe to say. Looking back on these 4.5, 5 years, what's the fondest memory you'll have of your time here at North Central?
This year was the most fun I've had, in my whole career. Just being able to, have such a great season with, all our guys, and everybody was having a lot of fun. The coaches, the players. It was a very fun year. A little disappointed that we couldn't win on Saturday. Thought we had them, but nonetheless, it was a fun year. So,
Kyle, 4 years for you as well, very successful. Second in the Conference Offensive Player of the Year voting this year, first team all-conference. Anything that sticks out in your mind from your time at North Central?
Man, just getting to play with a good group of guys. It was just a lot of fun. I was happy we got to give these fifth-year seniors another shot. It's something that we couldn't do last year. So, just getting to play in these playoff games is about as good as it gets. It was a lot of fun. We had good runs. I guess it was just a great time altogether. Best 4 years of my life so far, so I enjoyed it.
And earlier in the season, we saw you and the lineman going to Rizzo's, eating a whole lot of burgers. Now that the season's over, you may be able to indulge a little bit, have a couple more outings like that?
Yeah, I think we actually talked about keeping the lineman dinners going for a little while, but I don't know, I'll have to start cutting back at some point. I don't want to keep the meals up like that for too much longer. So.
The well-fed Cardinal offensive line was a huge part of the big play Cardinal offense this year. We take a look at some of the O's best moments in the top 5 of 2010. We start the top plays with a guy many people don't usually think about, the kicker. Nick Day starts the Carthage game out with kicks of 27 and 22, so you're probably thinking, no big deal, that's his job. But in the fourth quarter, Day shows he can dial it up from long distance, 49 yards in all, the second longest kick in school history. For number 4, we take you to Rock Island in the Augustana game. Steve Lavick mashes the juke button and leaves everyone in his tracks like he's playing Xbox. 49 yards on the stat sheet, but much more than that in reality. Let's take a look at the spin one more time. Sometimes life just isn't fair for Cardinal opponents. Back to real speed for number 3, Brad Crackle has a to-do list. Embarrass a D lineman? Check. Throw it 46 yards on the run with perfect accuracy? Check. And securely put the homecoming momentum in the Cardinals' favor? Check again. Manny Juarez gives his QB some love because he knows he just cracked the top 3. In the runner-up spot is a dynamic duo in the backfield. First, Jordan Tassio shows he's much more than just a power back with this 61-yarder against Carthage. The Redmen are left nipping at his heels. Then come playoff time against the Polar Bears, Nick Kukoc says, I got you, Jordan. 51 yards right before the half, A for effort on the dive into the end zone. This one put the Cardinals over the top and catapulted them into the quarterfinals. But even those great efforts couldn't top Joe Antonacci's day against Elmhurst. First, the junior hauls in the Brad Crackle pass and turns on the afterburners. Number 17 has to slow down due to the exhaust fumes. At 88 yards, it's the longest passing play in school history. But he's not done. How about outrunning everyone on the Blue Jay punt team? We show you all 55 yards and fast forward. Antonacci had 239 all-purpose yards on the day, and he takes our top spot for 2010. Keep the plays coming, boys. Obviously, each of these guys have been very important to this program. How much over the past 4 or 5 years have you seen these guys grow kind of individually?
Well, that's one of the fun things about coaching is you do watch guys go through this maturing process and everything. But, I mean, Matt, we used to tease him. He talked like Johnny Cash all the time. When he first got here, he was already pretty mature, you know. But he has changed during these 4 years plus, you know. And the changes have all been just fantastic, you know. And trying to replace that linebacker that can make that kind of plays, it's just, you know, it may never happen. But that still doesn't steal all the great memories we have when we watched him play, you know. And for Kyle to come in here from Wheaton Warrenville South, the level that he plays offensive line, he has totally changed the way every offensive lineman will ever play for the Cardinals. We don't usually get to recruit guys like that, you know. The scholarship schools are going to get those kind of people, and so both of them have left a mark on Cardinal football that is going to allow the program to eventually accomplish exactly what they wanted to do this year, which was win a national championship. And so if we win it, it'll be because of you two guys.
Well, guys, we appreciate you giving a little bit of your time here. It's been fun to watch, and really, thanks again. It's been a great year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, 2010 has been full of fun and memories if you're a Cardinal fan. We hope you've enjoyed the season as much as we have. That's all we've got for the Red Zone this year. Be sure to check out the Cardinal Report, which kicks off in January, to keep up to date on all things Cardinal athletics. I'm Alex Simmons. We hope to see you then.